Hello everyone. So I just wanted to do a quick review of this Lillasen IKEA desk. And I got this desk, it was $150. It's actually not the cheapest desk from IKEA, especially for its size. So some may look at this and be like, 150 bucks from IKEA. I mean, shouldn't this be like 75 or 100? And yes, maybe it's a little expensive, but I mean, who cares? It's 150 bucks. And my criteria for getting a desk was I wanted something small, something that I could kind of move around the room, and something that was very sturdy. There's one thing I really hate is kind of having a small desk that is wobbly. You know, I don't want to sit at this, and I want to use my laptop or be drinking something, and every time anything moves, it wobbles. And when I walked around IKEA, pretty much every other desk had a bit of wobble. It either was too big or too small, and really this one was the only one that fit the criteria. You see, I could have gotten one that's smaller, just kind of the width of the laptop and maybe the mouse. However, I wanted it to be just bigger enough so it could still be used kind of as a table. So I could, for example, put something here and still have my laptop and mouse, but still use this table for more than one thing. And just to say, this is a 17-inch Z-Book, so it is a very large laptop. And as you can see, there's plenty of room. However, it's still not very wide, and it's kind of also not very, wide going back. Which means you can easily just move this around, and it's like the perfect size. I don't know how to explain it, but almost every other IKEA desk, it's either wider going back or wider to the sides, and it really adds to its kind of shape and size. And with this one, it's legitimately, it's just big enough that it's usable and very handy, but it's still very small. And the other thing is, once again, I want to point out the stability. It is very stable. My table right here, my floor here is not flat, so it's a little wobbly due to that. But this thing, it's solid. When you sit down on it, it feels like a full table. Yet it's still extremely light, extremely easy to move around, and just it still kind of fits in that category of being like a tiny little thing you can put in a corner and move around. And I really appreciate that. One other thing, I don't know if you can actually see, but there is a bar at the back. And generally I'm not a fan of the bar because I am over 6 feet tall and I kind of like to stretch my feet out. But with this table, I found that the location of the bar makes it easy for me to put my feet over it if I want to stretch my legs out. And if I don't, I can sit at it very comfortably. And for example, if the bar was higher up or it was wider, this wouldn't be the case. But since I can stretch my legs out if I want to, this really kind of seals the deal for me. And like I said, I've pretty much looked through every table at IKEA. I sat at all of them, and every other one was either too small, too flimsy, just too much. And this one really fit the bill. Another thing is, it does have these 3 drawers. They're not the biggest drawers. They're actually, the depth is just under 1.5 inch. But compared to most of the other IKEA tables, the ones that have drawers are much bigger. And I like that not only does this add stability to the table, like this is thick, the top is thick. It's not just a simple piece of wood that can bend. This entire piece is not going anywhere. It's a solid piece of wood with solid metal legs. And it's extremely easy to build. There's literally only a couple parts, so this thing takes like 5 minutes to put together. So if you're looking for just a good computer table, essentially a workbench that can be moved around, I have not found a single table at IKEA that is better. Every other has some small defect, like I stated earlier. It's either too small, too wide, too wobbly, has too many things, too many drawers, or too heavy or complex. This is the absolute perfect balance of simplicity, strength, and usability. So if you need a desk, I really highly recommend this.